part of me thinks there's no way these officers didn't know that there were cameras, because they are the ones that most likely watch these cameras, right? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another show. Today we're going to be checking out a video from a prison in Georgia. Let's get into it.
Tonight, 3 deputies arrested in Georgia following the release of these videos showing a black man in custody being beaten by 5 deputies.
It appears that there was probable cause to make an arrest on the actions of the person.
You think? One of the most obvious statements in history.
Our investigation is still active, and our findings will be turned over to the district attorney's office.
Each of the 3 deputies are being charged with 2 felonies each, battery and violation of their oaths of office. The arrests come after the release of 2 security camera videos taken inside the Camden County Jail. The videos show the moment 5 deputies entered Jarrett Hobbs' cell on September 3rd.
Guys, if you're not able to see this, I have a feeling YouTube's probably going to try to age restrict this, so a lot of this is probably going to be blurred. But again, the links are going to be in the description below if you want to go watch this yourself.
It's unclear what exactly happened before the encounter, but you can see them almost immediately start beating Hobbs, taking swings and throwing punches, before dragging him out.
I think I did a reaction to a video by The Cut probably about 2 weeks ago. And a lot of the prior inmates in that video basically joked about this is the reality of being in jail, and this is how the officers treat you there. They treat you like you're dirt. They beat you down. They handle you how they want to handle you. You know, they are judge, jury, and executioner in that place. And sad to say, it's not surprising. You know, it's really and truly just not surprising.
The guards are probably the biggest assholes, bigger than they are on the streets.
The sheriffs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Most definitely.
I remember one time, I was on lockdown. I was in what they call the hole. So we were supposed to get a shower at least once a day. I remember they came, and we hadn't had showers for like 3-4 days. My cellie next door, they took him first. He was gone for about 3 hours. It don't take that long to take a shower. So when he finally came back, we asked him, man, why you was gone so long? He said, man, do not go take a shower. They left me in there for 3 hours, sitting on that cold ass bench, naked, and he's bamming on the door like, let me out, let me out. And they open the door, they say, if you knock on this door one more time, we're gonna come in there and fuck you up.
Yeah, man, they're on a
They did that to me too.
And I am curious, why is it that only 3 officers are being charged, but there were 5 officers on camera while this was happening? Just a thought.
Of his cell, half naked, into the hallway, where they appear to kick him several times while he's on the floor. After the incident, Hobbs was charged with assault.
The video speaks for itself.
If there's ever a moment to hear the saying, adding insult to injury, here it is. So they go in there. Again, we don't know the backstory of what happened before he ended up in there, but either way, it doesn't matter, because this is not professional. This is not how you're supposed to conduct yourself, right? But after they really, seasoned him up, they charged him with assault. Like, it's not enough to get your hits in, but you really want to keep him there a little bit longer. Is that what it's about? You want to keep him there a little bit longer so you could continue to do this a little bit more? Oh, man. Like I said, I saw 5 officers in that. I don't like to make things about your color. I saw 5 officers in that. And one of them, they were black. So when this ends up being spun into a race thing, just remember there was a black officer there too. I don't know why he wasn't being charged, but I don't see him doing much to trying to get it to stop. All right?
So the only person who's getting assaulted in that video is Mr. Hobbs. Nobody else.
Hobbs' attorney Harry Daniels first sharing the security videos on social media. He initially released only the portion that showed the beating, 2 angles, both without audio. Days later, after Daniels says the officers received no punishment, he then released a 3rd video.
So wait. Nothing happened after they saw this video. Again, this goes back to that same video. I'm going to include a clip from it so you guys know what I'm talking about. They were literally saying that this is something that happens as a regular. It's a regular thing. It's like What did that guy said? It was a joke. I'll put it in right there, right now. Yeah, that's how they treat you. This is how they act. They act like they run it, you know? So, of course, like imagine that this is something that was accidentally caught on camera. Imagine the things that aren't caught on camera. Because we both know that there's a lot more. You ever heard that old wise tale of that person that got caught stealing from her boss? You know, she got caught stealing at the register. And the question is, this was her first, she said this is her first time. And he asked for forgiveness. What did he do? He fired her. Why? Because the truth is, and we all know this, that most likely wasn't her first time stealing. That was just the first time getting caught, right? So here we go. This isn't the first time they did this, and I guarantee you it's not just these 3 gentlemen or these 5 gentlemen involved in things like this. But here we are. And again, the fact that it took days to get a response and another video from another angle of the same beating, yeah, that's pathetic. That is truly pathetic. And there needs to be a change. It really does. I don't know what change is going to be. I'm not the person in that position. I'm just a voice. I'm just the person trying to, have a platform to shine lights on things like this. But, nah, man, that needs to change. That's disgusting.
Just 6 minutes long, it shows a new angle. This time, the footage includes audio.
It doesn't matter you wear a badge, shield, or star. Nobody's above the law. And these officers need to be held accountable. And not only these officers need to be held accountable, this jail administration need to be held accountable.
Daniels and critics now questioning why it took months for the sheriff to conduct an internal investigation.
Months.
Is it because of the video being public? Or is there, because if that's the reason, that's not a reason. And if it's another reason, then he's probably got other problems with his accountability.
Why do you feel it's important for the public to actually see this footage?
When you go to jail, you maintain a presumption of innocence. Just because you get arrested don't mean you did it. Police get it wrong. Not saying they always get it
Just
wrong.
Me,
You know, a
just
lot of
mean you
times they
can't
get it
get
right.
bailed
But
out.
even
You don't have
in
the
a
money.
confinement space, humanity does not leave you. You should still be treated in a humane and not an inhumane manner.
Daniel says Hobbs was suffering a psychological episode when he entered the Camden County Jail and asked to be placed in protective confinement.
So he's gone through a mental break. He asked to be put in solitary. They do this to him. And if this wasn't on camera, who many people want to say that he wouldn't have been an Epstein situation? Hey, he was already there. He clearly has a blanket over that's sitting there, right? Could have been an Epstein situation. Oh, he offed himself. He self-deleted. We'll never know. But there's a camera. I guess they didn't know. That's why we got this, right?
The Hobbs was in suicide watch, dealing with a mental crisis. That is not how you treat a person who's having a mental episode.
Daniel says Hobbs told him after the beating, deputies denied him medical treatment and put him in solitary confinement. Hobbs had initially been arrested and charged with speeding, driving with a suspended or revoked license, and possession of a controlled substance. The Camden County Sheriff's Office releasing a statement saying that 3 of the officers had been arrested while the other 2 were facing, quote, disciplinary actions. In an earlier release admitting the videos did raise questions.
Okay, Stephen Romo joins us now. So has the Camden County Sheriff's Office commented about the arrest of these deputies?
Yeah, we reached out to them to try to get a comment on this, and we did not hear back. But they did put out a press release earlier that said the officers in this situation were fired. We also reached out to those deputies themselves, and they also did not get back.
So you have 5 deputies, 3 of them arrested, 2 are facing disciplinary action. Any more charges for those other 2?
Yeah, a lot of people were asking that question because the 2 could be seen on this video. They are still investigating. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation is looking into this as well. So they say more charges, more arrests could come in this case.
Okay, Stephen Romo.
And again, this is one of those moments where, yeah, okay, fire them all. Because, chances are they all are part of this anyway. Sorry, you lay with dogs and you catch fleas. That saying too. Sound like an old grandpa tonight. But it's true. My whole question is the people at the very top who obviously has fostered a atmosphere where they think that this is okay. Because a part of me thinks there's no way these officers didn't know that there are cameras. Because they are the ones that most likely watch these cameras, right? So they did this fully knowing that there are cameras. But I'm guessing they didn't believe that this guy would have a lawyer and the lawyer would say, hey, I need to see those tapes. And they didn't think that lawyer will also share them and really put a spotlight on this, right? Like I said before, I'm not one to try to defend someone who's a criminal or broken the law or whatever the case might be, but wrong is wrong, and that's just a fact. There's nothing about what they did in this circumstance that was right. Nothing. He was sitting in that moment in time, he was sitting in that cell, minding his own business. And 5 people came in that room to do him harm. Allegedly. Allegedly. No, that needs to be changed from the very top down. We don't need to sit there and it's like all these big drug stings. They say, "Oh no, we don't want the little fish. We don't want the little fish. You want the big fish. You want to go to the top." No, some people need to lose their jobs. There needs to be a complete overhaul of that facility, and they need to do things different. And let's be real, this is happening in a lot of other jails too. But I guarantee you this won't make the nightly news though, right? Hey, at least it made the news. Shocking. I'm surprised it went this far. Guys, share this video, like the video, comment below. Let me know what you think. Share this to someone who probably doesn't know about the situation. It didn't make the nightly news tonight. I doubt it ever will. Guys, thank you for joining me in another video. See you in the next one. Peace.